welcome back. I hope you all had a nice spring break. Obviously, it's not the typical way we would have wanted to spend it, and I'm sure you feel the same. Regardless, we're still here, and we're going to be back at it. So here we go again. Marking period 4, here we come.
So many of you are going to ask, what is paper bead jewelry? So I'm going to present this slideshow to you, and that will answer a lot of your questions. So here we go. So welcome to our new project called Paper Bead Jewelry. So we're going to be making paper beads and then creating a piece of jewelry out of them. So what exactly are paper beads? They are exactly what they sound like. You're going to be creating beads from paper, any kind of paper. So in these examples, you're going to see a variety of different types of papers. What am I going to do with paper beads, you might ask? Well, you're going to make a series of paper beads and then design and make a piece of jewelry utilizing these paper beads and creativity, of course. So here's a little history of paper beads. The creation of paper beads has been said to have started in England as far back as the Victorian age, where women would get together and spend their time creating these paper beads out of beautifully elaborate wallpaper scraps, which I think is pretty cool. To create their paper beads, they would make use of their knitting needles and wrap their trimmed wallpaper scraps around them to form the beads. So the knitting needles acted as mandrels, like our ring mandrel and our knitting needles that we used to create our jump rings. When they had finished making all of their paper beads, they would then polish them with beeswax. These Victorian women were said to have created beaded curtains and room dividers with their paper beads. Today, we can only imagine how beautiful these creations were. They probably didn't last, which is probably why there's no images of them. Making paper beads then made a comeback in the 1920s and 30s, where young women were now making them smaller and using them in the creation of jewelry pieces, like you see in the examples on this page. The materials you're going to need for this project are paper. First and foremost, can be magazine pages, newspaper, scraps, junk mail, construction paper, printer paper, any kind of paper. It could be wrappers from water bottles or other kinds of wrappers that are paper that can peel off. Think about cans of vegetables. They have those paper labels on them. Those can just come right off. You need scissors, an X-Acto knife. You can use that if you want to, if you feel like you're good at it. A round object like a toothpick, a pencil, a pen, a kebab stick. Kebab sticks work the best. Toothpicks make really small holes, but kebab sticks make perfect size holes for, say, yarn to go through. And you're going to need some creativity for this. Ideal to have but not required is string, yarn, wire, anything to actually assemble your jewelry. This is an important point. If you cannot actually assemble your jewelry because you don't have string or anything like that, you're just going to stage it as if it were assembled. So you're going to lay it down on another piece of paper or a blank surface, white, gray, the floor, whatever you have access to that is plain and that you can assemble your jewelry and stage it as if it were assembled. While they are extremely simple, you can create complex jewelry designs. So let's look at some of these examples. Computer's a little slow. So you have this link in your classroom page. You have this link, so you can go in and look at it at any time. So I thought that some of these are quite unique. So spend a few minutes to skim through this. YouTube video at your convenience. So I'll skip. So she shows how to use various paper types and then create her jewelry. I like the rolling of the paper. I thought that was kind of a neat idea. Okay, so you get it. So you can look at those examples at any time. Here are some more. Different shapes of paper beads can be created depending upon how you cut your paper. So we're going to get into how to create these cone shapes, how to create just elongated shapes, and how to create the almondy shaped ones that you see on the right-hand side here. If any of you took home wire, you can use and make eye pins like the image on the right. But you can also just use string like the image on the left. And again, if you don't have materials to assemble these into actual jewelry, wearable jewelry, you're going to stage it as if you did. You're still going to make the paper beads. Okay, so enough examples. This is how you make paper beads. This video demonstrates the most basic way to make a paper bead. I'm also going to post in the next couple of days my own video tutorial of that, so feel free to watch and listen to me. But this one is really informative. This was found on YouTube, and it's just how to make paper beads from magazines. So she's going to show you how to do it with a straw. So it's really cool and easy. So these are the steps. Again, this is all listed out on the assignment sheet, but it is also found here in this presentation, which is in Google Classroom. So you can see how the page has been, the piece of paper on the right has been sectioned off and a ruler has been used to draw the lines. And this is just some more bead techniques to alter form. So you can see the different types of paper beads that were created from the type of paper shape below. So now it's going to be your turn. You're going to be designing and making 5 different sketches. You're going to choose your favorite, and then you're going to begin creating your jewelry. So the first step is going to be to make 5 different sketches. That's going to be due on Wednesday. So you're going to have today, tomorrow, and Wednesday to work on your sketches and your planning for this. If you want to get started right away, fine, but you have to do the sketches first. So adding meaning is not required. Consider adding meaning to your work through the type of paper selected. Are you a musician? Maybe use old sheet music. Think about the quarantine/social distancing. It's obviously impacting all of us right now. Maybe use some newspaper headlines or articles about this in your beads. Consider creating forms that have significance or meaning to you. And personalize everything, and you'll be more invested in your creations. Okay, let's click on over to our classroom page. And again, in our stream, you're going to see the new assignment posted here at the top. But if you click on classwork, you're going to see your daily questions. After I finish creating this video, this will be assigned to you in a daily question. So you're going to find that here, this will be posted, and they're all titled with the date that they are assigned on. They're due on the same day. Daily questions are always due on the same day. Okay, so I'm going to go and assign this, and you can read right now your paper bead jewelry assignment, and I will post your paper bead sketches assignment in a separate tab as well. Thanks for listening.